iPad Air 2 was announced on October 16, 2014 and released on October 22nd, 2014, making it a decade old as of producing this video. How's it been over the past decade though? Let's look back at it. The iPad Air 2 started at $499 for the base Wi-Fi 16GB variant like I have here. Had the motto, changes in the air, and launch of iOS 8.1. Primary new features were its 2GB of RAM compared to the 1GB of RAM found on the first iPad Air, a gold finish for the first time on an iPad, and Touch ID for the first time on an iPad. This iPad also removed the mute switch found on older iPads, as you can tell if I compare the iPad Air 2 to the iPad Air 1. And it improved its rear camera to be 8 megapixels and able to capture slow-mo for the first time, which I'll show you if I go into video and slow-mo right here. As you can tell, they can capture slow-mo. So now I will go ahead and compare the cameras on the iPad Air 1 to the iPad Air 2. A sample of video recorded on the rear camera of the iPad Air 1. Here is a sample of front camera video recorded on the iPad Air 1. Sample of rear camera video recorded on the iPad Air 2. A sample of front camera video recorded on the iPad Air 2. November 2015, the motto of the iPad Air 2 was changed to light, heavyweight, following the debut of the initial iPad Pro. And in March 2016, the price point of the iPad Air 2 was reduced to $399 due to the debut of the 9.7-inch iPad Pro. Now, on March 21st, 2017, the iPad Air 2 was discontinued as a result of the iPad 5th generation releasing. But in September of 2022, the iPad Air was cut off from mainstream iPadOS support for the release of iPadOS 16. However, its latest security update is iPadOS 15.8.3, which will release in July 2024. The most remarkable component of the iPad Air 2 is not its new remarkable features, but rather how long it was supported. This tablet debuted when I was in kindergarten and lost mainstream iPadOS support when I was in the 8th grade. This channel didn't even exist when the iPad Air 2 released, yet it had around 500 subscribers when this lost mainstream iPadOS support. Furthermore, this iPad contains the A8X processor, while the iPhone 6 with the A8 only runs up to iOS 12. Whilst the iPad Air 2 does have double the RAM of the iPhone 6. That's still crazy to me. The entire tech community, including myself, also predicted the iPad Air 2 wouldn't even get iPadOS 14, say nothing about iPadOS 15. And the iPad Air 2 is the second longest supported iPad in history, which is only losing by 1 month to the 2015 iPad Pro. And whilst I didn't get this iPad until June 2023, I still have fond memories of seeing how long Apple supported it for and recall desiring an iPad that at least had Touch ID, which I didn't necessarily know it back then, but now I know it's at least an Air 2. After I got my Air 1 for Christmas 2016, I remember actually wanting an iPad Air 2 for my 11th birthday as an upgrade for my Air 1 back in March 2019. But if you desire an iPad Air 2 for your collection, they retail for around $80 secondhand on eBay, so I recommend going out and getting one if you want one. But did you ever own an iPad Air 2 when they were new? Please comment that down below. As always, thank you all for watching this video. I'm the iTunes Family, and peace out.